everyone, welcome to Fascial Fascial Maneuver class with me, Ikue. I'm online from Human Garage, TikTok, and also from Ikue Dancer Instagram. Let me know how you guys are feeling, where you guys are tuning from. And different background today. I decided finally able to organize my life, and yeah, so from now on I'd like to go on live from this background. Yeah. Let me know where you guys I can't announce it. Let me know where you guys are tuning from, how you guys are feeling. Hope you guys are doing having a fabulous day. I got myself a bowl. My life shifted quite a bit, and my boyfriend moved in, and I got to organize one of my rooms to make it like a fascial maneuver class. So from now on, I hope you guys like the background. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, lovely background. Thank you for the comment. We're gonna I'm trying to make it better and better. I living in this like old building over 100 years old, and everything is heritage and retro. I kind of like it, but every time I walk, it's like almost like a building shakes every time. So let me know how you guys are feeling. I feel a little hot today. Turned out to be a great day in Vancouver. It was cloudy in the morning, but now it's sunnier. I got to catch some sun before class, so it's awesome. Ontario, do you pronounce Dundas? Welcome. If you have any questions about the class, or let me know which area of your body we want to work through, let me know so we can work through it together. Yeah. And if this is new for you, hi there from California. Yeah, welcome. This is your first time with me. Welcome to Fascial Maneuver class. I call this Find Your Flow because it's all about finding your flow so that you can feel liberated, feel light, and feel happier. That's what we do through fascial maneuvers. I'd like to start my class just grounding ourselves through peppermint oil. If you don't have an oil, that's totally fine, but if you do fascia coffee, which is our first fascial maneuvers to start with, it helps you activate the layers of our fascia. So yeah. Hi from Pennsylvania, welcome. Very happy you guys are here. So this Finding Your Flow fascial maneuver class is every Monday at 6 p.m. PST, and we just like move our fascia together. So fascia is the biggest connective tissue in your organ, in your body, and think of like fascia is your structure in your body. And everything like muscles, organs, nerves, ligaments, nerves, absolutely everything exists inside of the fascia. So what we believe as Human Garage is that when we hydrate our fascia, when we move our fascia, everything else can move and have more room to move functionally, and that's what we want. So yeah, we'll move our fascia. I just ate dinner. Will this bother me doing these moves on a full stomach? Well, it depends on how full you are, right? Normally it's totally fine to do fascial maneuvers if you just have like a light meal, but if you're totally feeling full, you gotta do what you can do, right? Yeah, but it helps you digest for sure. Yeah. You can even just try organ reset as well. Hi from Pickering, Ontario. Oh, welcome. Lots of people from Ontario. That's amazing. Okay, let's start. If you have essential oils, if you don't, that's fine. I'm gonna just do a couple of drops on my hand, and I'm just gonna rub it in like this. And what we're gonna do is to follow that flow of fascia with proper hands. I like to go into my body because I heard that clapping our hands kind of just cleanses our energy field. So that's what I like to do too. And you can also rub your nails and rub your knuckles. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling hot already. And let's just feel our energy. Ooh, we all have our healing hands. We all are powerful healers. We use our electromagnetic energy, wake up our energy, and heal ourselves. We all have a, we are all powerful healers. So what we're gonna do is, this is my right hand. What we're gonna do is find your left shoulder. We're gonna slide your skin. My palms are out, and it goes down, and flip it over. And we're gonna touch the same area 3 times, minimum. You can do more if you like, but our body likes numbers. Numbers like 3, 6, 9, 12, and so on. So if you go with the numbers, our body feels safe. Just like a child, it's very important for a child to grow when in the environment where people love them, acknowledge them, and feel safe with them, right? The same thing. Fascia needs to feel loved, acknowledged, and loved. So we're creating the environment. So let's go right hip, left hip, upward motion. What we're doing is opposite direction of digestion. In fascia maneuvers, we break patterns that we have in our body, because the pattern that we have in our body, in our perception, in our beliefs, in our mind, created, brought us where we are. And some areas of our life is perfect, some areas of our life need some improvement. Right? The only way for us to get to where we want to be is to break the pattern that we have. And this is one of the things, our body is so used to digest this way, intestines, and then go in here and it will poop. So we're going the other way. Okay, now let's go to the hips and then go all the way down, and then inside the legs and down. And don't worry about doing it right or wrong. And at the end of the day, anything you do in life, it's all about intentions, right? If you do anything thinking that it's good for you, and it's good for you because you create your own world with your intentions. And let's go to the back of your heel, and all the way up to the bottom of your rib cage. And then for anything, you need practice, right? So don't worry about being it right or wrong. First step is the step. We're just doing the chest. And sometimes our body needs some love and acknowledgement. Our body constantly giving us some feedback, aka pain, or itchiness, or some other type of inflammation or feedback, right? And then I think for the longest time we kind of demonize those things like pain, like we get triggered. It's like, I don't want to feel pain. But when we shift our focus, let's go to the back of your neck and brush off the weight of the world. When we shift our focus, feeling pain and being triggered and you think it's bad, from that to, oh, it's a feedback from our body. Our body is constantly talking to us so that we can interpret what our body is trying to tell us, right? So let's walk in, we walk in between maneuvers, so let's go for a walk. And if you don't have a lot of space in your room, don't worry, you can go like zigzag like me. And let's pay attention to how you feel. And walking is a basic human movement. Whatever we do, we walk. We can't fully integrate the change until we actually stand up, and it's like, okay, let's see if we can walk differently. So that's why walking is super important. Okay, so let's open your feet shoulder width apart, and I want you guys to swing your arms side to side. This is a Fascial from Qigong, and it's my favorite exercise. Always remind me to twist. And also my favorite is to reach diagonal up like this. It helps me open up my lower back. Part of the reason why we're so dysfunctional as a society nowadays, because we don't do a lot of twisting movement anymore, right? Most of the time you work in the office, we lock in the same position. You could be just in this position for 5 hours straight. and that becomes a normal. Imagine fascia being, so basically fascia is a fluid, adaptive, connected tissue all over your body. Fluid, adaptive means it will be adaptive to anything, right? So you can imagine, pretend this is a chair, you sit on this chair for a long time. This is how your body becomes adapted to. So you can only imagine, like, fascia gets so flat in here, you know, all those things. It needs to move. Our body designed to move, and because we stop moving, that's why we're having all sorts of issues, right? We're meant to flow with life, we're meant to move, and you know, we just have to move. Okay, let's start with, let's shake our hands quite very quickly, and let's see where you are. So sometimes, you know, fascial maneuvers, we have 3 basic maneuvers: stress reset, and you know, you can start from that, and you can do organ reset, and we have a non-surgical facelift, all kinds of things. But the order, you can really totally change up the order. So I do feel like you can start with the wrist. So if you have a neck and shoulder pain, it's great to start with your wrist. So a couple ways to do what what I'm going to show you is this one. So this is my right hand. Let's grab your lower part of your arm, just below your wrist, like this, and then give a little twist and pull. So throughout the class, how fascia wants to work with is like, fascia doesn't like straight line, you know, just like, you know, our ego wants to, you know, wants straight line, right? Like, it's like, wants to get the destination right away. And it's like, that ego tends to focus on the outcome and destination, and we forget that life actually happened in between point A to point B. Same thing, fascia does not like straight line. We're meant to spiral, we're meant to move and twist. So think of like stretch and twist, that kind of move fascia likes. So when you grab the wrist, you can add a little bit of twist. It doesn't really matter which way, just give a little bit of twist, and you can constantly change it and create some space around your wrist. And now I want you guys to move your wrist in every direction that is tight. And you feel a little bit of burning sensation, that means that's your fascia, that's your skin opening up. Fascia touches the skin. Yeah, wonderful techniques. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, and it's so easy. You can start with anything that, you know, work, like the wrist. If you do a computer work, you can just quickly do this. And let's switch your hand. Oh, first of all, let's compare right and left. Totally, my right wrist feels a little bit looser, and the left, it's very different. Can we do an upper reset, something for the head and neck? Yeah, let's do that. And also, I'd like to introduce some new fascia maneuvers that I invented for the neck and shoulder blades area. So yeah, looking forward to it. So let's do the other hand. So pull, twist, and then move your wrist. And it's just like, you know, playing with your, it's like almost like playing with your body, you know, just like going back to a child, just like being curious about everything, how our body works. Like, oh, I was just watching this America's Got Talent, this contestant from the Philippines. He did the shadow art, and I was so fascinating. And one of the judges asked him how he got into this shadow art. He basically said when he was little, his house didn't have electricity. And so behind the candles, he was so fascinated by the shadows. So he started to play with, like, you know, shadow work with the hands. I thought that was very interesting to learn, like, you know, anything, and then we can make anything art. So let's compare. I feel very good. Okay, let's do opening up your chest. Personally, I just like got a period and I felt a little bit anxious and I have a stomach cramp and stuff. So I would like to opening up here before we get into neck and shoulders. So find the xipho area And I do this unconsciously. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, you're fascia maneuvering. I'm a therapist as well as, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, so find the xiphoid area and slide your fingers, so where the rib cage separates, and slide your fingers 2 inches apart, and then just like use your fingers, pin the fascia, pull the skin apart, and then like this, and slightly lean back. So basically opening up your chest. Woo! I feel very hot already. And this is where your solar plexus, right? If you do yoga, believe in chakras, just open up this part. Think of like yellow type of energy, yellow color. That's breathing from your mouth. Breathe in. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Now keep it in the fascia, and I want you guys to move in any direction. Remember, we have a biohydraulic body. Fascia consists of 70% water. We are basically water and silica. And so we think of this fascia being a big water balloon. So every time you squat, every time that you do this like circular movement, you can imagine like the water, like in the living body, it's like a big ocean flow. It's like, you move around. Okay, let's let go, and then let's just see how you feel. Yeah. If you feel anxiety, I will do this a lot. If I feel anxious, and yeah, this is a powerful maneuvers. I mean, you're just stretching the skin, right? Okay, let's do kidneys. So organ reset. Kidney is a part of the organ reset, but I think it's very powerful. I'm just going with the flow of the order. Let's take your left hand in the back, where all the nerves go here. What we are doing is charging our organs. So we're gonna start with kidney. Kidney, connect with the fight or flight feeling. So if you constantly feel stress, and if you wear tight bras, tight clothes like that, it tends to, the kidney gets shrinked. So it gets shrunk. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open that up. So let's grab your rib cage on the side, right side, and pull the skin down. And in this class, when I say spinal pivot lock, what that means is to basically engage your core, but squeeze your belly button into the spine and put up your sexual organs. So basically imagining there's this like horizontal line and vertical line. And now grab your rib cage, pull the skin down, lean towards your left and look to your right. We're gonna do sharp 3 breaths from your mouth like this. And now breathing from your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Very good. Come up. Let's switch hands. Right hand on the back of your neck and grab your rib cage on the left. Pull the skin down and lean over to your right and look to your left. Sharp 3 breaths from your mouth to activate the kidney. Now breathing from your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. How do you guys feel? Kidney is huge for me. When I'm like in stress, it just reminds me, it's like I'm powerful. Like kidney needs to breathe. Right? Okay, now let's move on to the shoulder series. So it's a bit long. I'm combining a couple of fascial maneuvers, but I found it very effective. It's just opening up one side completely. So we're gonna try this. And throughout the class, listen to your body. Always find a good place where you're not pushing too hard, but you're not too being nice to your body, if that makes sense. If you, it's very important for fascia to move slow. Think of fascia being like basically like a butter. When butter is solid in the fridge with the cold temperature, it's solid, it doesn't move, right? But when you take up the butter from the fridge and you warm it up with your hands, you can totally feel that butter started to melt and move. And that is literally the fascia. So you touch your skin that is attached to fascia, and it's like connect with your fascia electromagnetically. What that means is electric means like a little bit of tingly sensation, could be like a tingly sensation. Magnetic means like a little bit of pulsing sensation. You can literally sometimes, like if you listen to your body, you can feel that like you're pulsing, like that's what it is. We are energy being, right? And then you connect with that and then feel that fascia being melted, and that's when you can really manipulate and move your fascia inside of your body. So now, feeling safe in your body, that's what we need. Take your right hand and open your feet shoulder width apart, and place your let's just try this. Swing your arms like this, unless you have frozen shoulders and then your shoulders hurting. In that case, you can just gently gently place it here, but otherwise you just swing and lock it. Now in this position, take your left hand and feel that skin on the upper shoulder, and pin the fascia with 3 fingers. Pull the skin until you reach this right elbow, and that's when you lock. We're gonna do swingers. So in swingers, instead of twisting your body like this, think of swinging something. So this motion is super important. And once you hit this motion, keep twisting, keep swinging this arm, this upwards, and that's the key. And again, don't push too hard, because once you push too hard, that's when fascia gets threatened. That's when musculoskeletal defense system kicks in. That means you started to move muscles and bones to protect yourself, and that's what exactly you don't want that. So be gentle with your body and be patient with your body. When I first started to do swingers, there was a point where I started to feel some tingly sensation, like a numbing sensation, because right side I got affected by a car accident. So then I had to kind of like go really gentle with myself. So yeah, don't just listen to your body. Anything, we all make mistakes, and that's part of the journey, but let's just be nice to ourselves too. Okay, now swing your arms, look to the right, let's squat. Breathe in through your mouth, breathe in, 2, 3, nose, 2, 3. Let's cross your right leg behind your left and breathe through your mouth. Breathe in, 2, 3, nose, 2, 3, and slowly come up. Now find your elbow, and on your elbow there's a skin, and you're gonna twist the skin on your elbow, and you find the direction that is tighter. So every day could be different, but we all have a torque pattern, right? For me, normally I like to go inwards this way to my left shoulder. And now from here, you can let go of your left shoulder and bring your arms up and slightly lean over to your left. And don't forget your spinal pivot lock. Squeeze your belly button into spine, lean over to your left, look to your right. You can hold it here, or you can cross your leg, left foot over or right foot over. It doesn't really matter, but it's all about finding your sweet spot that is tight, because everyone's body is different, right? So from here, I'm gonna go like this, and let's breathe in through your mouth. Breathe in, 2, 3, nose, 2, 3. Now, let's move in any direction that feels good for you. And that's the pattern that, we're all here to break the pattern. So move around, move around, move around. Any spiral, wavy motion that fascia likes. Our body is meant to twist, and that's our body likes. That's our fascia likes. And after all, is fascia maneuvers. Is a dance. So it's like you pin the fascia, you breathe, and you move in any direction, however you feel. So that's why it's a dance. Okay, in this position, just quickly let go. And take your right hand and touch the left trap. Find a tight spot, pin the fascia and pull the skin up just like we do peekaboo fascial maneuvers. And now, I'm locking my upper arm with my cheek, right cheek right here. Okay, and then later on you can even like adjust your fingers. You can like hands a little bit upper, just feel it out. But I'm just locking it here. And this position, let's do the same thing. Elbows, find a tight direction. Just give you a different angle if you do that. And if you, I want you guys to just move in any direction. Again, and don't forget to breathe. Fascia likes to move. Fascia moves with breathing. So breathing is life and breathing is movement. Now, in this position, you can also go into your upper arm. You can even add a little bit of twist. Just find a good grip. It's very, it's so much better for you to touch the skin directly. If you have a lot of cream and it's lighting, it's not very effective. So next time you can do it with the bare skin with no cream. I like to go into near the shoulders. That's where the tightness is. I'm kind of using my thumb. Just find a better grip. But this gives me a lot of opening through my shoulders. If you have frozen shoulders, this is how you can work with your arm. Now, if you want to go further, you can cross your right leg back like this. And just like yoga, we're making fascia maneuvers. You can take your left hand and grab your right ankle like this. And let's find a balance. I'll call it twisty back. And I found that really helps me opening up my back. And again, don't forget to breathe. If you're having a hard time balancing, don't worry, a lot of people are. It's kind of like the funny moment. It's like, oh my God, this is hard. In that case, you can do this. So any maneuvers can be modified. This is another good one. We just worked on kidneys, but take your left hand and you can grab your rib cage and then pull the skin down just like you're doing the kidneys. So, ooh. And again, don't forget to breathe. Fascia, where we pin the fascia, cannot move. But everything else, everywhere else can move. And that's what we are doing. We have a restriction, adhesion in our fascia, right? Because of all the torque pattern. So what we are trying to create is a new torque pattern, better torque pattern. So creating this, by pinning the fascia, we're creating that artificial restriction in our body. So our body feels like, oh, what's happening? That's a new pattern. Let me integrate this. And fascia being a water balloon. So every time you pin the fascia, some twisty movement, and you breathe, that's when internal pressure changes. And that's what we exactly want. I'm sweating. Let's go for a walk. That was very good. You guys feel the difference between right and left? I've been doing this series for a long time, and I also noticed that I've been doing this and I feel when I do this series of maneuvers, I feel very loose on the hip area as well, but I'm feeling like tightness on my shoulders. So that's why I added this new maneuvers, pinning the fascia like this in the back, and then elbows, and then here. I found that to really helps. Also, if you're lying down, go like this, lying down on the floor, and you can do this same thing. It really helps you open up your shoulder as well. Okay. Let's try the other side. Open your feet shoulder width apart. Take your left hand and you can place it here, or if you feel like it, let's swing it together a couple times. Ooh. You know, healing doesn't have to be so boring and painful, right? You gotta have fun in between, and that's something that we tend to forget because, you know, we tend to get so serious. Okay, let's lock. And now Take your right hand and feel that fascia right here. Pin the fascia, pull it and stretch it until you reach this left elbow. And now keep swinging the elbow without twisting your upper body. So you're gonna go like this, keep twisting. Listen to your body. If you can go further, you can go further. Turn your head to the left, spinal pivot lock, squeeze, and let's go squat. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3, nose, 2, 3, cross your left foot behind, breathing through your mouth, 2, 3, nose, 2, 3, slowly come up, find the elbow, twist the skin, find a tighter direction. For me, I'll go this way and I slowly bring it up. Very good. And lean towards your right. You can hold it here. It's better to add more twists. That's why we use our head a lot, and that makes a huge difference. Turn your head to the left. Squeeze your belly button into the spine. You can hold it here. You can also cross your leg if you like. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3, nose, 2, 3, and let's move around however you like. When you breathe from your mouth, you're tackling the area, the lower parts of your body, below your diaphragm, and imagining you purse your lips, and so that you can bring your air more. If you breathe from your nose, you're tackling the upper body, like above your diaphragm and your shoulders and head. That's why in fascial maneuvers we play with our breathing from your mouth and breathing from the nose. So you can totally just combine them too, however you like, and you can make your own routine. Oh, that felt great. Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you for the comment. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's do this spin the fascia. Take your left hand, start at the trap area, pin the fascia, pull the skin up, and lock it out to your left cheek right here. Now, twist the skin on here, find a tighter direction. Ooh. So over time, you know, anything you takes practice, but over time, really started to understand how to add the grip and then move the fascia. And it's so funny, if you add the torque like this, you started to feel the change in here, even though I'm not touching in here. That's how things work. I'll show you the similar way later on using our legs, so you can feel it, the change. So now go here, and let's move in any direction. Feels good. I'm opening up the hips as well. I'm feeling the entire body. Oh, and it's kind of hard to hold too, because I definitely have a little bit of tension on my shoulder. That's something that I'm working on. And let's go to upper arm. You can add a little bit of twist. It doesn't matter which way, you know your way. Find a tighter direction. That's the pattern that you want to break. And you can go into your shoulders as well. For me, like, I feel good in here. And you can always adjust. Ooh. Now, really, really opening up. Ooh. Very good. And if you want to go further, you can cross your left foot behind and let go of your right hand, and use your right hand and then grab the back foot. It's like a dancer pose in yoga, but you're making it fascial maneuvers. And when you're having a hard time balancing, think of a spinal pivot lock. You gotta, you know, anything you do, playing soccer, playing yoga, you don't play yoga, do yoga, Pilates, you need to find your core, same thing. And as a dancer, I'm a dancer and dance instructor. I've been dancing for a long time. I used to think that engaging core is literally tightening all the stomach muscles. So what commonly happens to a lot of dancers and gymnasts is we ended up tightening so much that this is not moving anymore. And as I'm unwinding with fascial maneuvers, I noticed that spinal pivot lock doesn't have to be tightening everything. What that means is like you still have to release. Squeeze your belly button into the spine. I normally do that with the exhale, like, and then so you like energy contained. But when I release, it's okay that spinal pivot lock breathe, right? The reason why we do spinal pivot lock because fascia itself is very fluid and adapted and moving all over the place. You know, this non-structured, structured entity is moving everywhere unless it's super dehydrated, right? And by doing the fascia maneuvers, by doing the spinal pivot lock, fascia can find where it is in space and time by wrapping the bones and muscles inside of your body. So like imagining like going like this, fascia, spinal pivot lock. I felt a cold sensation, like something opened up. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, cold sensation, like cooling sensation, right? Yeah, I love that feeling. If you have that cooling sensation, if you experience that in your head, it perceived as a lightheaded, like being high sensation. That's a great indicator too, because literally we're moving water inside our body, right? So when you move water, then your water moves, and that means that things are moving. Things are changing. That's what we exactly want. So yeah, let's move around. So that's the first maneuvers. Okay, let's do this one. So this is a new fascial maneuvers that I kind of created it, and I just would love to hear some feedback from you guys after we do this. So it's we could call this upper reset too. Okay, now, oh sorry, I'm missing a lot of messages, sorry. My left side, when moving around, I feel it in top of my shoulder. That's great. Shoulder. I have stiff neck on left side. I've done upper reset. What else can I do? Yeah, so I think this one is gonna really help you. So let's try this. Let's grab your waist. Just I would say just below your rib cage, and then spinal pivot lock. Lift your right shoulder up like this on the side. Now turn your head to the left. And find that, so basically creating some tension artificially right here. So the more tension you're feeling, it's actually good. Now, take your left hand and going into that back of your shoulder where there's a meaty part. You know, when you do pull over fascial maneuvers, you pull the skin down, right? And that area, so you're kind of like avoiding shoulder blades, but you can also go into shoulder blades, whatever you feel. I'm just adding this hands to assist that movement. What I'm doing is you're gonna pin the fascia, add a little bit of twist. It doesn't matter which way. I think for me, it feels good when I go this way, so I'm gonna twist it like that. Again, lift your right shoulder up, turn your head to the left. Now in this position, let's breathe in through your mouth. 2, 3, nose, 2, 3. Now in this position, let's move around. I recommend everyone do some little squatty movement. Like this movement is powerful. Squat and move in any direction. Keep lifting your right shoulder up. Your head is to the left. Very good. And let go. Yeah. Whew. Let me know how you guys are feeling after this. I just worked on my right shoulder. I feel a little cooling sensation on my shoulder blades. I'm feeling a little bit of tension around here, so that's why I try this. Let's see. My skin is very sensitive. It gets itchy just by twisting it, like the twist wrist movement. Can you share any knowledge of why the skin becomes so sensitive? You know, I grown up having a sensitive skin, and I think, you know, like Human Garage work with astrology, and then we ask people what's their zodiac sign and birthday and all that, because that's affect. I think each zodiac sign sort of like have tendency of like, you know, I was told that as a Libra tends to like balance their emotions using lungs. So Libra tends to have like tight tight hips and asthma, and that kind of makes sense. And like, so every time I cough and then going into like a little asthma, it's like, oh, my emotions, sadness coming out. And I going through some sensitive, my skin sometimes get very sensitive. Right now I have a very particular problem with my skin, and then that has been very, I have it for a long time, but everything else started to be better. I think first of all, it's very important to hydrate your skin. That's why we educate people. So if you haven't taken diatomaceous earth food grade, please do so. We have a supplement too. Also, you can buy diatomaceous earth food grade from any health store, and that's gonna help you change the texture of your skin, because sensitive skin means you taking everything, you just, we are perceiving a lot of things throughout the day, right? And being sensitive is just taking up so much energy from others, and you just, spiritually questioning yourself, and you're not feeling comfortable with your own skin, and that's the manifestation of that, right? Feeling sensual, like sensuality, for example. Sensuality is for everyone. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. Sensuality is about being comfortable with your own skin, and if you're not being comfortable with your own skin, that's when we feel guilty and not feeling secure about ourselves. So pay attention those emotions first, because I think that's gonna really help. So supplement emotions. And Power Kirk, if you haven't taken Power Kirk from Human Garage, that's a beast. If you're already taking curcumin, turmeric, if you take this one, you feel the difference right away. And I strongly recommend trying that as well. And just be gentle with yourself. And peppermint oil has been hugely helping me when I have itchiness, because it's just like relief that itchiness, temporarily relief right away. So you can try that as well. Right shoulder pain can be gallbladder dysfunction. Right shoulder, could be a lot of things, but right shoulder, when you normally have right shoulder, you normally have right, the neck should be tight as well, right? And the right shoulder is our masculine side. So, anything that you carry, we tend to carry as an adult, for example, especially, we tend to carry a lot of stuff on our shoulders. So, it's not necessarily gallbladder, but gallbladder stores resentment. So that's the emotion you can see. Yeah, hello. Lucer, Lizzie, my shoulder feels tight actually. Oh, that's amazing. Gemini, Gemini season, Taurus. I have rosacea. Do you have some in stock now? Human Garage just announced that supplements is back. So looking forward to it. I think it's great. Yeah, and rosacea. So my sensei Gary said any type of autoimmune disease come from the gut, and especially this ileocecal valve. So let's open that up. Let's take your left hand in the back and find your belly button, and slide your fingers 2 inches to the right and 2 inches down, where you can find ileocecal valve. So you can kind of feel that, like a little bit of valve, or a little bit of tender pressure into your organ. And don't worry about doing it right or wrong when you do organ reset, especially because at the end of the day, it's about intention. Also, when you look at Reiki healers, you don't even have to touch the organ and you can heal yourself. So keep that in mind. Again, belly button 2 inches to right, 2 inches down. And what we're gonna do is pressure into 3 organs and twist the skin towards your right shoulder, so counterclockwise. And that's this is the ileocecal valve that connects your large intestine and small intestine, responsible for gas bloating and every autoimmune disease, including rosacea, sensitive skin, itchiness. Everything comes from ileocecal valve being stuck. So we're gonna open the valve for everyone, for once and all. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. I will also suggest, if you have a serious autoimmune disease, you can lie down and do this organ reset. Super powerful because you can really go deeper, and then literally try to hold this for a long time, and then just listen to your body. Ask for what it needs, because our body constantly giving us feedback, and all we have to do is to listen, reduce your stress, focus on ourselves, coming back to our center, our heart, and then listen. Right? And but in our busy society of not many, we are so busy looking outside and start to complain about what other people are doing, what the governments are doing. So what we're doing is just focus on our body, bringing back to our heart center, reduce your stress, so that when you reduce your stress from our body, our perception goes up. And perception is where we can see our bigger picture of things, and that's what we all want. So yeah, you can try this, press it down into your skin, and then listen. And then when the ileocecal valve being released, you started to taste like a little bloody metallic taste, and that's a good indicator that ileocecal valve being released. So you can try that the next time. Thank you so much for this class, Ikwe. It's always a great treat. I gotta run. I see you next time. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. That one is so hard to do. Mine is stuck every day. Yeah. That's very normal for a lot of us because we eat a lot of chemicals, right? Processed food. Hello from Pensacola, Florida. Oh, welcome. Yes. Yeah, so ileocecal valve is super powerful stuff. Let's do first thing from all that. I can't see where you're pressing. Yeah, so belly button, 2 inches to the right, 2 inches down, and this is just my hip flexor, right? Just above your hip flexor. Find the area that when you press it down, you feel like the pressure builds up. It's like because there's the valve, and that's where you want to touch. And just like, don't worry about doing it right or wrong. Eventually you will notice like, okay, this gotta be it. Because you feel like a little bit of like how do you say it? Like a crump, like you feel that little bit of tender when you press it down. So you can try that as well. Okay, let's do liver and gallbladder quickly. Let's take your left hand in the back and xiphoid, trace it down, and this is where you can find liver and gallbladder. Pressure into your hands and twist the skin towards your right shoulder. Let's so liver restore anger and gallbladder restore resentment. We're gonna let that go. So emotions are super important. At the end of the day, we're moving our body, but what we are doing is we're moving the emotions that are stuck in our body. We are emotional body. We're not just a physical body, and emotions are beautiful. As long as we are on earth, we need to deal with our emotions, but emotions are our guidance system to navigate through life. But at some point we sometimes experience negative emotions, and because of our perception, our belief, and even though life happens for us. And so we create a lot of tension over time in our body, right? It's like, oh, okay, this person is a threat, or like this job is a threat, or like, the world is it's to get me, or something like that. Those thoughts basically creates a lot of adhesion in our body, and that's over time our body becomes very, very much like solid and stiff. And also all the chemicals that we eat, and that also hydrate or dehydrate our fascia. So what have we done to ourselves? Right? So it's okay, where we are is perfect, but this is where we can change everything. So sorry for the lot of talk. Left hand in the back, and on the right side, pressure into your heart. Sorry, not the heart, liver and gallbladder. Twist the skin and breathing through your mouth. Breathe in. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Please repeat after me. Hello, anger. Hello, resentment. Thank you for being here. I no longer want to hold you in my body. I choose to let you go. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. I actually felt really light. How did you guys feel? Little things like that. Oh, it is the sun. Okay, I feel very good. Okay, might as well just finish the organ reset. Take your left hand in the back. Find the stomach. So on the other side of liver and gallbladder, this is on my left, just below your rib cage. Pull the skin slightly towards your right shoulder and twist the skin twist the body to the right. You can even like cross your leg. So you can like always modify, make it something different every time. Stomach is associated with our desire and action. And if you have anxiety, just pressing into your heart, or if you have a heartburn, remind yourself how powerful you are. This is like where you believe in ourselves. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Ooh, that felt really good. Let's slide your fingers down. And this is where you can find, it's almost like the opposite side of an ileocecal valve. So just find a tight spot, just like, getting to know your body. Find a place where you feel a little bit pressure or pain. This is pancreas, large intestine, small intestine. If you have a little bit of pain, you could be holding some grief. What spots are good for relieving tinnitus? Yeah, tinnitus, the ear, right? I will explain that in a minute. Let's work on our pancreas, large intestine, small intestine. Left hand on the back of your neck, and slightly pull the skin towards your belly button, and breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Very good. Okay, let's do bladder. Find the pubic bone and left hand on the back. And what we're gonna do is lean forward, pin the skin, pull the skin up as you lean back. And bladder, restore fear. And you can really get into bladder if you squeeze your butt cheek. It looks weird from the outside, but it's okay. It's for our body. Let's breathing into your hands. Breathing. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Very good. If you have a lower back tightness, try that as well. Okay. Let's do spleen. Take your right hand and place it on the back, and grab your rib cage and slide your left thumb towards the spine. And this is where you can find spleen. You can slightly lean forward and lean towards your right, so that spleen comes up to your left thumb. Now, spleen holds worries. We're gonna let that emotions go. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Wow, that was huge for me. Like, energy literally drops. Like, I would say, to be honest, 45 minutes ago, before class started, 45 minutes before class starts, I suddenly felt anxious. And it's like, what is this energy? I'm feeling like very ungrounded. And then now, like, I just worked on this spleen that holds worries. I let go, and it's like, it's okay. When we hold on to something, right? And that's when body carries, body stores. So like, as I'm releasing, and you can start to feel that sensation, started to get that point where body just let go. It's like, and that's when I feel in my sensation in my body, it's like, body, let's go. And that's what we want. Okay, let's do thyroid. Let's take your right hand and start with the bottom of your neck and slightly pull the skin up like this and lock it at the bottom, like at the neck right here. Take your clavicle and pull the skin down, so you're separating them. We're working on your thyroid, but also opening up your neck. So thyroid gets blocked. Thyroid gets blocked if you don't speak your truth. Also, thyroid gets blocked if we, thyroid regulate our temperature. So if you have cold feet, cold hands, or tightness around your neck, you do this a lot. Also, if you're a singer, or even if you're not a singer, as you do thyroid reset, people started to give you compliments on your voice, and that's what happened to me. So try this. So let's go. Thyroid, opening up your thyroid and speak your truth. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Let's move around. That felt really good. Okay, let's I have constant neck pain, neck hump. I've been trying to fix the with exercise. Yeah, constant neck pain. There are many things you can do. So thyroid is one thing, and let's work on vagus nerve. This is huge for you if you haven't tried. Take your right hand and go into the trap area. Just find a tight spot and press it down with your 3 fingers. Press it down away from your head and bring it back if you like. Go like this. So this is your point A, and take your left hand and touch your left chin and turn your head to the right like this. Find a tight spot. You're gonna feel it. Yes, vagus nerve. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Let's move around. Vagus nerve gets blocked if you carry a lot of anxiety, stress, and throughout the day we don't even, we do a lot of things unconsciously, tensing up your jaw, tensing up your neck, and that becomes a pattern, right? And it starts with awareness. It's like, why am I so tensed up? One day I was watching TV, and it's like stop myself. It's like, why am I like working so hard to watch TV? So I gotta relax. So I did the jaw release. It's all start with awareness. It's like, why am I doing this to myself? Broke out in sweat and dizzy. Oh, that's amazing. Let's see the other side. Oh, do you guys feel the difference? This is in the vagus nerve. Move your shoulders. Let's do the other side. Take your left hand and find the trap area. Press it down. Press it away from your head, and then take your right hand and touch your right chin and separate these 2 points. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Around. How was it? Okay, so tinnitus, let's work on the ear. That also helps. There are a couple of things you can do. So neck, I show you this. Because tinnitus also comes from the neck tension. Super important to work on your neck. And now, take your right hand and grab the left top ear. Take your left hand and grab the earlobe like this. And basically pull the ear and twist the skin. You're very welcome. And then you pull the ear and twist. So earlobe goes forward, top ear backwards. You can always adjust your fingers. And then you can find a tight spot, lean over to your right and breathe. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. This is great for your neck. You realize that ear tension is actually connected to your neck tension as well. So you can always adjust your fingers. Everything is connected, right? We don't have to carry so much tension and pressure to navigate through life. How can we just flow and trust? That's what we are all learning. Is there a reason why left was way worse than the right? Yeah, that's very common. But also in this case, I got a car accident and I got a soft tissue injury on my right side. So when I do ear torque, differently I feel it on my right side, the side that I'm about to do. So left side, honestly, I didn't really feel it because I've been doing this fascia maneuvers for a long time. It's quite loosened up. So we're gonna try the other side. Take your left hand and grab the top ear, and take your right hand and grab the bottom ear and pull it and twist. And so my earlobe go forward and top ear go backwards. You see, I feel it so much on the right because I have a tightness on my right. That's what I'm working on. And lean over to your left, breathing through your mouth. 2, 3, nose. 2, 3. Let's move around. Oh, that felt so good. My pressure changed. When you experience your pops during fascia maneuvers, that means it's a great sign because the pressure, inside pressure changes in your body. Yeah, okay. Let's do sinus. It's gonna help you with tinnitus and also like overall health. We get really restricted, you know, in our head. So let's take your right hand and pin the fascia right here on the other side, left side, and then use this right thumb to kind of pin the fascia right here. This is to stabilize. Take your left hand and touch your left cheek area. Pull the skin. So basically I'm separating this A, B, like this. And now turn your head right or left, it doesn't matter. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3, nose. 2, 2, 3. Move around. Oh. Do you guys feel the difference? You're very welcome. Right ear moving left, more motion feeling. Yeah, good. Let's try the other side. Take your left hand and start with the nose and then pin the fascia and stretch the skin like this and breathing through your mouth. Breathe in. 2, 3, nose. 2, 3. You guys feel that? Okay, 2 more. Take your, find your palm, and I'm just gonna release my hair, and my nose is red. Take your right hand and place it on the temporalis, also left hand in the back, and like this. And you can go here. Also, you can adjust basically pressure into your head. Tinnitus is a compression of fascia around your head, neck, ears, and etc. So we're just gonna change the pressure in our head. This is super powerful stuff. You also have headache and migraine. You should be working on the upper parts of your body. So let's pressure into your head and twist the skin on the right side forward and left side backwards, literally on the skin, on the temple area. Squeeze your head really tight. I look really funny. Let's look up and breathing through your mouth. 2, 3, nose. 2, 3, and then move. I feel refreshed. What can I do for stiff neck, left side? I've done upper reset. Okay. Did you just do all the classes, or if you're just jumping? I show you a couple of things that you can do. The whole shoulder reset. Oh, by the way, after this class, I'm gonna be posting this recording so you can check it out. I just did this whole shoulder, neck release, hip release. So you can maybe follow that and try this stiff neck. And yeah, so many ways you can do. Let's do jaw. Let's take your 3 fingers and find a TMJ area where you feel tightness, pressure into your hand. Twist the skin on your right forward and left side backwards like this. And breathing from your mouth, breathing. 2, 3, nose, 2, 3. Let's move around. I felt really good. Okay, I'm gonna show you how you can opening up your skull, and that's gonna help with your neck, because stiff neck also, like, you have tightness on the neck as well. And you can apply this technique to everywhere in your body. So I mean, where the hair is, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna show you, but you do this on the back of your skull, and that's what I want to work on if you have stiff neck. Let's kind of just grab your hair like this and pull the hair of your head, and you can pull it apart. You can go one side forward, one side back. Oh, sorry, you can't see it. And then go here, you grab your hair, and I'm just pulling, and then go pull apart, grab it here, grab it that. You can also twist one way, you know, the other. It's gonna hurt. And I feel good. Too close, yes. Sorry, I just noticed. And let's try that in the back of your skull. So you can grab your hair a little, and I'm in the back, and grab and pull this, pull the hair up, and you can pull it apart. You can pull it up, one side it up. You can also switch. Basically every direction you can circle a little bit, counter rotate, however you like. And you basically apply the same technique to all the area on your skull to release the fascia. How's that? Also, another tip, I'm not gonna do this because I need time to go, but I've been doing this, you know, if you guys have been doing fascial maneuvers for a while, you do have done anti-gravity, right? And when you do anti-gravity, I normally explain start with the, you know, pin the fascia from the bottom of your neck and pull it up and lock it at the bottom of your neck. But actually what I started to do was to elongate everything. So I slide my fingers, hands up, and I can literally go right here on the back of my head. I noticed that this really helped me opening up more, because it's all about elongating. So a little bit of adjustment, it's gonna, yeah, the little bit of adjustment was gonna make a huge difference. So yeah, time flew by really quickly. So let's finish with the heart, and then where do you post the video replays? It's gonna be on my Instagram, IKUE dancer, and that's my Instagram. I'm like multiple platform. I normally on that do this live on a different platform, which was my living room, and then finally clear up my other room, and then I'm doing it here. But I have live recording here, and then so sometimes I forget. I'm like reading, and it's like, oh, you guys can't see it. So anyways, I'm just getting used to this. I hope you guys like the new background. Take your right hand on your heart and place it on the top of of your head. This is a powerful maneuver. It's to bring you back to center. This is your boss. This is where we honor. It doesn't matter what our brain tells us to do, but this is our boss. So let's take it, imagining the energy circulates like this. Let's go breathing into your hands. Breathe in. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Very good. Please repeat after me. Hello, brain. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for reminding me of the pain that I carry in my body. Hello, heart. Now you are in charge. Breathing through your mouth. 2, 3. Nose. 2, 3. Wow. I felt like a little warmness from my heart. Thank you. Such a wonderful class. I love you, Sessional. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for being here. So this class is Finding Your Flow Fascial Maneuver class. I do this every Monday. Oh, by the way, next Monday, I'm going to have to... I think next Monday. I'll let you know. It's going to be on my Instagram, but I might have to change the time. I don't know if that was next week or the week after. I forgot. But I'll be here. And then thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you guys. And yeah, keep moving. I believe that fascia maneuvers really helps anyone, you know, just start from something small that really changed you. When fascia, as Human Garage, we believe that when we move our fascia, we remove stress and trauma from our body. When we learn how to manage our stress through fascia maneuvers, and you know, supplements are meant to be accelerate that journey. And as we started to move our fascia, everything started to shift, everything started to move. We don't have to live in fear, we don't have to live in, you know, fight or flight. And when you come out of that, there's a new world waiting for us, and that's a beautiful world. Everything is about energy, everything is all perception, you know, and everything starts with our awareness, one step at a time. And we're all here to change ourselves so that we can change the world around us. And thank you guys for being here, and I hope you guys to see you soon. Bye. And my Instagram is IKUEUNO. I should type. And when you go to my TikTok account, you can find all information in that link tree. Okay, thank you guys. Bye. See you soon. Bye, everybody.